Yeah.
Yeah, you can see why she deducted 4 points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Brittany. No audio. Oh, there you go.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
Hey, guys. I guess it's just us, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see, Brittany? I got that audio portion fixed.
Yeah. I don't know if it was you or somebody else suggested. I mean, anytime that I submit a document to the Dropbox, I always go back and try to open it and make sure everything was there from the last time I saved it and try to play it and everything. So maybe the next time we submit it, we can go back in there, click it, download it, make sure it's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I did first week, then I was uploading, then I noticed this issue, and that's why I called Bill. And I asked him, he said, yeah, it's working for me, let me upload.
Yeah.
I was able to play it. The only thing, because I didn't even download the one I just downloaded the one that he sent out, and I was able to play it fine.
Yeah, me too.
I was curious if it was an issue, because like on my computer, I've uploaded the Microsoft 2016.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's the versions of Microsoft that we're playing with.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that it is. You know what happened is he had the audio box outside of each slide, so I just moved it into each slide, sent it off to the professor, and she was able to hear everything.
Oh, really?
Saying is even with the one that was outside, I was able to hear it.
I know, I was too, but I don't know why she couldn't. I have no idea. I don't get it.
I didn't hear it, I was not able to play the audio, that's why.
You couldn't hear it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, it should work now, so.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Hey, Brittany, I was looking at the numbers, after looking at the career report for Chester, and big spike for them,
Well, what I did this round was I upped all the production. I even went in there, I think it was last night, maybe, because, one of the, when I went in there just to look at the score sheet and everything, one of the things was the stock out had dropped from when I did it the first time. So I went back in there and played with the numbers that all of you guys had put in there, and I upped some numbers so that our stock out went back to 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Here, let me share my screen and we can get this ball rolling.
You know what? I've noticed one thing each round, or for each year, our variable costs keep going up every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Because, I think we're not buying any capacity or selling it. We're not buying any capacity. We are using second shift. That's why the unit price is going up, unit cost. So then the material cost and everything, I don't know. So that's the thing. When you look at the scorecard, you can, or even look at the production, you can see the unit cost.
Okay. Is it necessary for us to run a second shift?
Because, now we are making more than the first shift capacity. That's the problem, it automatically.
I think that if we don't run the second shift, that's where we get the stock out, and I think that's where we get the disgruntled employees and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
also, when you look at Chester, they're making more than their capacity. Let's say their capacity is 1,200, they're making like 2,000.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which is, I think we did that in the first round. Maybe.
First 2 rounds we did that. Yep.
Yeah, we did. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I think the production is okay. We don't need to buy any capacity or sell any capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep that number, high.
Right.
Keep that numbers, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have a little bit inventory sitting somewhere.
I hope we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's killing us right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Also, our market share is significantly going down now for each product.
So what I did was I made changes, because this number, when I went back in there this morning or last night, whenever, this number was like the stock out cost was in the 3s or 4s, and the
Oh, okay.
plant utilization was down and things like that. So I went back in there, and then for some reason the decisions that we made, it gave us like $50 million under
That's
finance. So I went back
Kidding.
there and distributed, like, did a $15 dividend just to drop us down. Like,
Can we afford that $15 dividend? Because we have one more round. This end of the
look at our profit right now. I mean, that's our cash position. As
25 million.
yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
I think we can afford it. Obviously, I mean,
Okay.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
definitely.
you don't want too much cash on hand. That's not. You want to invest it back into your company or the people.
Right.
We've tried really hard. I mean, what we've done is, I mean, let me go back to production, because that's another thing I changed, was I upped all these numbers.
Yo, again, okay. I checked this morning. It was like around 2,200 or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much be double the first shift capacity. So we use
Yeah.
all the
Oh, okay.
capacity.
Good. Okay.
That's
Good.
why I did that.
Okay. Good. I see the Agape number is good. I'm glad, because I thought that was kind of low. I thought we should have bumped that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This is good, 2,100.
yeah.
Okay. What about the price? Are we reducing the price or?
That's the only other issue I had, was because I was reducing the prices, because if you look at the courier, as we go along, the price for each product keeps decreasing.
Yeah.
So if we're not keeping up with, I mean, it's okay to be a little bit over, but I mean, there was some that we were like $1.50 over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
A
our
little too much.
contribution margin isn't hurting. So
What are we sitting at with the contribution right now?
I think good, like about 59 for Able.
I forgot to look at that.
Yeah, 59 for
Oh,
Able.
wow.
59,
Okay.
52, 43, 47. So we're not hurting.
Okay.
So we'll just start with R&D and go from there. Obviously, we're hurting in this area, so I moved a lot of mountains with this just to try to get us a little bit better. Obviously, our revision date suffers a little bit from that, but at least it's still in this year.
Yes.
So we're getting only 1 quarter to sell our product now.
Right. Right.
Which is, last year, I think we only had 2 quarters or something like that, and we sold out. And I mean,
June, July.
that was amazing. So I mean, hopefully we'll, get close to selling out this time too.
Right. Yeah. This round will be very interesting. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think the dividend, like maybe will help us to, improve our scorecard.
Yeah.
The dividend is one of the factor.
I mean, if you look at us though, overall, I mean, we've got first place pretty much every round except I think 2 or 3. And even
last week. Yeah.
Second place, not third or anything like that. So we are still on top. I mean, we're doing good. So is everybody okay with the R&D, the way that it's set up?
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the price. I think we need to be somewhat similar to others.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Not marketing?
Yeah, marketing.
Okay. So
it looks like you raised the price a little bit on Able there.
No, somebody went back in and raised the price.
Oh, somebody else did?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the ideal price for this is $27.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I had it down to like 27 or 27.50.
Yeah. I think 27 would be better. I noticed that every team, they're reducing the price 50 cents every round at least.
And we're the only ones that aren't.
Yeah. So
I think 27 is better. Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure you had it at 27.50, Brittany, but I think 27 is good. Good idea, Shabir.
Adam, the high is $37. I don't know what I had it at. But we could put it at 37.
Yeah, let's try.
What about other teams? Their price was around somewhere 37 or 38.
we are the only one, or Dorf was at 38. Everybody else was at 37.50 or 37.75.
I think like let's put a 37 for Adam.
And then
Aft.
Aft was at $34, but the high for it is 32. So that was $2 over.
Yeah, that's something like maybe we need to put like $32.
Yeah, we better drop that one.
Or even like a 31.50, you know. Last time it was 32 now.
32.50, just because
I think that's good.
Aft and Agape had a little bit lower contribution margins than Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll try not to reduce those two as much. And
Right.
look at what did everybody else? So everybody else was at 34 or 33.
Okay.
So I mean, we were the ones at 34. Everybody else was at 33.50.
Okay.
That should be good.
So Agape.
Which one, Agape?
For Agape, the max price is $32. We're at, I don't remember what I put it at, but right now it's at $33.25. It used to be at $33 and the high is 32. So I would maybe put it back at 33.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So with
You
changing
didn't reduce the forecast on that one, did you? Okay. Thank you.
With changing the prices on those, it's probably going to screw with finance. So let me go back here because I upped the price in a lot of this.
Okay.
I just hope that our production numbers get up because we've been very low in production lately.
Yeah, I think this round we should be okay. You know, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to this real quick. So you can see I'm okay with keeping the forecast where it's at.
Yeah, keep the same numbers. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Marketing and promo budget and stuff. I had all these upped, but that was just because I was trying to spend money because we had 50 million excess cash.
Okay.
So I just lowered those back down, so we're not spending as much money. And then production.
I'm good with those numbers if you guys are.
Yeah, the aft contribution margin came down a little bit. That's okay. I think 39.5.
Yeah,
You know.
that's fine.
36 were good. So that's
Yeah, we don't want to change any of the capacity there. You know, like let's.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Hey, Brittany, I have a question for the TQM. You know, why do we need to put a lot of money there? Because every round, you know, we are investing a lot, like 1,500 or whatever.
We're trying to spend the money because we have so much cash on hand.
Okay.
And we're going to put that back into the company. So that's why I was putting so much money into that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you said, Brittany, we want to spend it on our employees and whatnot.
Okay.
So the ideal with running a business is you don't want cash on hand. Like you want to set cash on hand just for emergencies, but you don't want an excess cash on hand.
Right.
So as it stands with 20 million, I mean, that's an excess cash on hand. And when I logged in last night, it was at 56 million, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And so that's an excess on hand. So we need to, there's no reason for us as a company to have 56 million in cash when we have disgruntled employees, we have equipment that needs to be worked on, we have production lines that need to be accessed, you know,
right,
like that.
And we keep selling out too. So we got to, We got to spend it somewhere.
So,
And what's our max on recruiting spend? What does that max out at?
That's a 5,000, I think, isn't it?
5,000, and
Mhm.
it starts diminishing returns after 5,000. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
so I
All right.
just maxed it at 5 and put
Okay.
it. We'll go ahead and do TQM first, actually. So basically, I was just trying to spend money here. If you
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a lot, that's what I thought, like 2,500.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Okay, so
So I was looking at other teams, maximum they put like 1,000 there for TQM. Like, say for example, Chester and Erie, so they spend only thousands there.
but they're also not making as much money as we are.
Right.
Okay.
And even when they are making that much money, they're not investing it back into their company, and that's why they're not.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand. The professor said, still Andrews is number 1, but we went back to number 3, in the previous round. So how come we are still number 1?
we've been number 1 every round except 2 or 3 rounds, and we were number 2 on those 2 rounds.
Yes.
No, like overall, she said so far overall, Andrews is number 1, by
We are
performance
number
wise.
1 because of how we're using our money.
Oh, okay.
We accumulate a lot of debt. We make sure we keep our customers happy as best we can, and we make sure we keep our
Employees happy too.
exactly. And with the TQM, the reason it's good to expend a lot of money in this area is because this is what makes people in your company happy.
Oh, okay. Employee turnover and
i.e. the green program, the Six Sigma training, and all those things. I mean, it's how you reduce costs. It's how you keep safety your number 1 priority and things like that.
okay.
Right.
So for them to not be putting a lot of money into it, it's not a good thing. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's really not, because they're not taking care of their company. They're not nurturing and making sure that it's going to be successful.
Okay.
I worked for a chemical demilitarization plant, and I can tell you that pretty much 80% of their funds went into programs like this.
Oh, okay.
So it's all about taking care of the employee, making them happy, and then that's how you make a successful company.
Okay.
Exactly. And make sure they've got proper training and know what's going on, everything.
Yep.
I like the way we've been able to reduce our admin costs every round. That's very nice.
Yes, because admin costs have been, I think at the beginning, that's what was eating us up a lot, was the admin costs. So
Yeah.
the fact that we were able to get that down was good. And then,
Yes.
like I said, pretty much everything else has come down. Even with the R&D cost, they've come down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you can see here, I mean, that big of drops that I did normally would have cost us in the millions of dollars.
Yes. Yeah.
So the fact that I was able to move as much as I was on all these and it not cost us that much money.
How's the perceptual map look like now? It's better than previous rounds? I think so.
Oh, yes. Much better than the previous round.
It's better now that, if you read this, I mean, it reads that it's $1 million is your cap, not per program, because it's cost. So you think the total here would need to be 1 million.
Okay.
It's actually 1 million here. And so with being able to spend 1 million in each project, of course you can move mountains.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what was killing us before, and it was eating me up. And so I finally emailed Capsism, and I was like, look, what is up with this? Like, I can't move without spending more than $1 million. Like, and they're like, oh, no, it's per product. And I was like, oh, well, that's nice to know.
Yeah, light bulb goes on, right? I hear you.
So,
okay, so we can up these prices, not a problem.
yeah.
I mean, the numbers actually, and not prices, but the numbers, yes.
Yeah. So
cool.
what I did the past 2 rounds, with that being said, was I've basically been expending a lot of money to try to get us into our bubble where we need to be. The only thing that kills us is every round that bubble moves down further, and so then we're still back up where we started.
Yeah.
Which is, it's part of it. I mean, we've done what we can, you know. I mean, we're not hurting right now, knock on wood, you know.
Yeah.
So with all that,
Kabir or Brittany, has anybody noticed? Has anybody else got an emergency loan?
Yeah, I think one of the team got an emergency loan last round.
Did they?
there was a couple teams that I think did the emergency loan the first couple rounds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But somehow they were able to come back from it.
Yeah, Chester got an emergency loan on the second round, I think. Then they came back, you know, like when you look at the graph, you know, it was like big spike.
I don't understand how when we were in the practice rounds, we couldn't come back from our emergency loan, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense at all.
so
I don't know. It's good. It's a goofy system. So
yeah. Did we want to change any of the TQM?
I think it should be okay, like you said, you know, like,
No.
so we need to spend our money somewhere. So that's what they.
And you know, like I said, our biggest concern is obviously the emergency loan, not getting one.
yeah,
And so
I noticed that we have no leverage whatsoever, though.
Yeah, it's zero there.
it's because we have too many assets.
Many assets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's your assets to equity.
Right.
So there's no way to expend it all.
No, that's true. You're right. I know. I understand that completely. I really do.
I've tried. I mean, I'm retiring all the debt pretty much that we bought last round.
Oh, okay.
And I'm retiring stock. I've put a $15 dividend per share. I mean, that's outrageous. But I mean, that's how much money we have to pretty much piss away.
Yeah. I think this will increase our stock price. Last round we lost almost $6.54, I think, per
So
share.
if you look at this bad boy right here, we're at 87.60.
Mm-hmm.
Our projected stock price for this next round is 140.
Ooh, that's a big jump.
So, and granted, that's going to depend too on how other companies perform throughout the year and their decisions. But as it stands right now, based on our decisions and our
That's based on our current decision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Our projected stock price should be around 140.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Brittany, can I ask real quick? Have you been recording this?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure.
Yep, it's recording. You can see that. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so with that being said, our leverage has always been at 1.3.
That's true. We always have had a very low.
So I mean, the only way to, from what I've read, the only way to make the leverage happy is to pretty much eat away all your cash on hand or accumulate a ton of debt, which is what we did last round. So we can't really do that this round. We're making way too much money.
Yeah.
So
where did you? Oh, this was in the. Where did you find this screen right now? The ratios. Okay.
Yeah, I always actually go look at all these just to see, you know, where we are and like, because this is our equity and then this is our assets.
Okay.
So that ratio from there, again, that's a matter of just replenishing your money. And I mean, we've always done what we can. Without killing ourselves.
Okay.
And then I always go here and look, make sure that we're happy. We're in a good camping place, you know, and what's making
44 million, okay, total.
Variable costs, 133 million. Okay.
You can see the cost for each one of these and how much it's.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a little bit less, but yeah, I just go through all these and see how we're doing.
Now, the number down there, the 20,955,000, that is the projected after this round?
Yep, cash in December, I think.
Yep.
But so it also goes off of too what happens throughout the year as far as
True.
the other companies and what they do affects our cash position at closing.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can see that we're spending about 32 million right now on dividends, and we're purchasing back 1 million for our stock, and we're retiring 6 million in debt,
Okay.
which brings our current debt to that.
Okay.
So we're doing good. I mean, we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're doing very good.
So I think, like I said, the only thing that we're suffering on is leverage, which
Average, yep.
Yeah.
Everything else looks good, you know. So the overall score is close to 200. Yep.
Yeah.
191.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest it's been.
Yeah, it's the highest.
Yeah.
So are
Okay.
we happy with those numbers?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with those.
Okay.
Now that just automatically goes directly to wherever.
Mm-hmm.
It's saved, yeah, it's submitted.
Okay,
Yeah,
and that's
whenever you go to update official decision, you just check that all Andrew's decisions are ready.
okay.
And that's how it submits, and you hit save.
Okay.
And then, you can go back out, and when you go to the home, let me
Yeah.
do it. You can go back to the decisions made, and you can see that
Oh, there you go.
all
Okay.
the decisions were uploaded and it was committed.
Cool.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
All right, one more round.
Yeah.
Done.
I really hope we see a big improvement this round.
Yeah, this round, yeah, I hope.
We did well in the last one. We really did.
Yeah.
Everybody gave good input, but I still feel like there was room for improvement.
Yeah.
You know.
this next round, or this week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start working on our final project because it's 20 pages, and I don't want to be cramming for that at the end.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing some stuff together.
Okay.
As she was saying in the meeting that she had, it'd be easier if we all pick. So I might email
Yep. Uh-huh.
all the different sections for it, and then you can just put your name beside what you want to write about. So
Okay.
that way it's easier to just put it all together and not one person writing 20
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah.
I've done plenty of 20-page reports in the past.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it again.
Yep. So I think we can do the same thing, you know, like we can write finance, you know, I'll write production, and marketing will be inside.
Well, so what I was reading, I'm going to look again tonight, but what I was reading was that it's not so much a focus on production, marketing, and those aspects
Uh-huh.
as it is the company position.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Segment.
Yeah.
So,
What we've learned, what we've done.
mhm.
Oh, okay.
Things you would do differently if you
Yes.
had the next 5 years and things like that.
Right.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Also, week 7, I was reading her email. Week 7, we don't have a lot of work, I think. Just presentation, I think, the stock shareholder presentation. So the scorecard, I think she will pull from the system. You know, we don't need to do anything. Is that correct? Did you guys read her email?
I read two, so I have two different things. Like one thing was saying that you have to submit it and she'll know that you have to submit it to another Dropbox because there's not a Dropbox for the scorecard, but she'll know that that's what it's for. But then she sent out something else later on that said basically don't worry about submitting it.
Yeah, something like that. She can pull it from the system, you know. That's what I read.
Yeah, so I don't really know
Okay.
Yeah.
what's what. But we have the shareholders and the board of directors meetings next week, right?
Yes.
No, I think we are shareholder board of directors is week 8.
Is it?
Yeah. Next week scorecard week 7. So then this year's, you know, this week's shareholders presentation like round 7 and 8.
Yeah. So the board of directors meeting, that's the one where you actually talk about each section.
Uh,
And it had to be 15 to 20 slides, I believe it was.
Total? Okay.
For the board of directors, yes.
Yeah. So I might even, just for that one, for the board of directors, because it does have to be so substantial, maybe we can focus on our individual departments. So like I'll write up a couple slides for finance. Somebody else can write up a couple, like Enza, marketing, production,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that. Just to make it a little bit easier so everybody's
Yeah.
not having to do the entire project for those. Because I
Yep.
know the board of directors and then the final paper, those are the two big tickets
Yep.
that are getting a lot of work. So
Yep.
Well, see, for this week, I know we have to submit for years 5 and 6
Uh-huh.
a presentation. Then I know next week we have, or is next week we don't have to do just a 7 and 8.
Yep. Just 7 and 8.
We don't have to combine it with everything.
Nope. Just 7 and 8.
Okay, so it's just 7 and 8 that we're submitting next week.
Yep.
And then week 8, like you said, it's 15 to 20 slides for the board of directors and all that.
And the paper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So our next meeting on Thursday, 7:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because Enza won't be back in town until probably 7
Yeah.
o'clock. So.
Yeah, I'll be out next week. I'm flying out on Saturday, so I'll be back on the following Saturday. So I'll be available by email. So maybe, I don't know, I
Okay.
can maybe meet the time difference, they're like 6 hours ahead.
okay.
Yeah. And next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I have to travel back to California. So I will not be available Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week.
Yeah, I don't think so. We need to meet next week. Like we have only one assignment. Maybe we can work on the final paper and
Well,
presentation.
I feel like we should meet at least on Tuesday just so we can have everything.
Just so everybody
straight.
has their assignments and everybody's
Exactly.
doing what they need to be doing.
Yeah, and everybody's on. I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
So I think next Tuesday at 7. And Shabir, if you're not there, that's fine. We can send you an email, or you can see the.
Does
Okay,
Next
all right.
Next Tuesday, that should be 7:30 because Enza said something about soccer practice.
Oh,
That's on
that's right.
Thursdays, I think.
That's right.
Is
Yeah.
it Thursdays or is it Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Thursdays, I think.
I think it might be just Thursdays.
Well, maybe we'll check with her just to make
Yeah,
sure,
okay.
and then we'll
We
schedule.
will check with her on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, then we'll see everybody on Thursday at 7:30.
All right. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
night.
Thank you.